Andra J joins Percy Jackson as Athena, wise and bold.
But Becky Riordan's excuse for Annabeth's swap is getting old.
Athena's now on screen, a goddess of great renown,
while Annabeth's true look was tossed away for a woke crown. I really many times do not like that they keep doing this. Stop messing with Greek mythology.
So let's give some context here. So you guys may know that there is a Percy Jackson series on Disney Plus that has already gotten one season, and they race swapped the character of Annabeth for the show. Normally, I don't care enough to say anything. Okay? Normally I don't. I'll be honest. But why are we talking about this? Why? Because the first time I commented on this, I got attacked a bunch by people, angry weirdos online, for daring to say that it was silly. And then Becky Riordan, the wife of Rick Riordan, opened her mouth and gave an explanation for why they race swapped Annabeth, which was so ludicrous and ridiculous that I have made it my mission to every time they do something stupid to reference it and call her out for being a gigantic hypocritical moron.
Pretty much. I just hate the fact that they keep doing this to Greek mythology.
So now they've done it to Athena because, of course, Annabeth is black, so Athena needs to be black too.
Yes, they're doing this as their excuse of why Annabeth is black, when in the books and in all of the Percy Jackson official artwork, Athena and all of her children are blonde-haired and gray-eyed.
So, honey, do you want to read what Becky Riordan says, which is one of the reasons I always comment on these things when they come up and get a bunch of people online to get mad at me for no reason?
The first thing she said was...
Wait. So this was in response to somebody asking, like, why are we race swapping Annabeth, and saying, I don't know why we do this. Why is this a thing? And this is what Becky Riordan had to say.
Does it help to know that when those characters were created in 2002, the expectation in publishing was a white default? Annabeth's perceived whiteness in the books is a default. Skin color or hair color is not meaningful to their character. Yes, it is, when literally in Greek mythology they are always described a certain way. One of the reasons I love this fandom so much is because they could see beyond the mainstream expectations and see themselves. The character belong to all of the fans, not just the white fans.
So I want to explain why this bothers me so much, okay? Might be controversial to some people, and that's fine. I actually got into a fight over this today with somebody, which was a shame because they decided they no longer could follow me just for this opinion, but I think it is quite fair. I don't think this change needed to happen, but Rick Riordan made such a big deal about the original movies not doing his characters justice that when he got this ability to do this series, he said he was going to be accurate to the books, okay? Now, I don't really care about the books. I've read them. I thought they were okay. They got weird towards the end, and I was kind of done. Okay?
The sequel series did get a little woke towards the end of it.
I don't actually have a problem with them making Annabeth black. You know, that's shocking. What I do have a problem with is them doing it and refusing to own the decision. If they had just said, hey, you know what? We understand that we changed the characters from the books, right? And we're recognizing that, but when she came in for an audition, she did such a good job, and we really feel like she fits the character of Annabeth, and we know it's not exactly what fans are expecting, but we're doing this change. We hope you guys enjoy it and give it a try. I would have no issue with it. But this BS about, well, we made her black because she really was supposed to be, but it was a white default, and she's for everybody. You're full of it.
It's the most BS excuse ever. I can't stand it.
I'm not going to watch the show. I honestly don't care about the show.
Neither do I.
Let them do whatever they want. The reason I want to talk about it is because I want to point out that these people who make these changes because they say they want it to belong to all the fans, they're full of garbage. They are garbage. This excuse you gave explains exactly why you made this change. It tells us everything that you think it doesn't. Because here's the thing. If you really felt that this actress was the best for the role, and you really felt that this was important to you to have in the show, you would have done it and you would have shut up about it. But instead of owning it, you come out and say, well, it was a white default and blah, blah, blah. You know what I have to say to that? Are you self-conscious about something? Are you concerned? It sounds to me like someone's uncomfortable with the idea of having this character and having people criticizing them. So instead of going it and saying, no, we made the right decision, you have to explain why anybody who disagrees with you is making the wrong decision. And when you do that, the reason we're covering this is not because it's an important topic, not because it's something I care about, but because it highlights their hypocrisy. You are all hypocrites. If you wanted to do this, you could have just done it and been done with it. But no, you had to make it a spectacle. You had to get on your high horse and preach to us like we're a bunch of little babies and tell us that we're all wrong for not liking this change and that it's what you intended. BS. You didn't intend it. You changed it. It's okay if you changed it, but own it. If you're not going to own it and you're going to say, hey, this is the reason, if you don't like it, you're bigots, guess what? You're full of crap. You're full of crap. And that's why we're covering this. It's not because I know Raven cares more about the mythology than I do, but it's not because of that for me. For me, it's because you're a bunch of hypocrites. And this is a perfect way to highlight the fact that you can't help yourself. You can't help yourself. You did this purely for virtue signaling. This is not because you believed in the actress. And that's a shame because the actress might be great. But you literally made it about the color of her skin and not her talent. Shame on you.
It was fine when I would have had no problem when they did it with Grover. But this, I don't care. This is just makes me angry.
You're a bunch of racists.
Share with your crew, escape life's hell. From spooky memes to advice obscure, here's your dark solace of humor as a cure.